That's the window.
We have a question here from, we've got Dr. Mark Persick, Personal Healthcare. His question is, where will Tony Romo land? Let's go around the horn. Dr. Lewis, what are your thoughts?
I couldn't tell you. I don't know. Denver seems
No
like
opinions?
Denver. I don't know.
Yeah, let's list two
Seems like
teams other than Denver, because Denver,
teams
of
other
course,
than Denver.
Elway's going to say, I turned Peyton Manning into something. How about Andy Reid and the Kansas City Chiefs is one? I would like to see that.
Yeah.
Other than Denver and Kansas City.
How about Houston?
Yes, that's a great pick. I'll put them as my top three. Good
Perry,
pick.
and where could he land? Good pick.
I don't like saying this, totally agree with you guys. I think that's the three that make
That
the
never
most sense.
happens.
It's
Not
A-
LA. Not
it's-
LA.
No, it's going to be the AFC. It's going to be a good team. It's like Jerry Jones' son. He wants him to be in a good situation. The problem is going to be recouping the right deal for him, because they're not just going to give him to somebody. So, because that Dallas thinks they're going to be in the Super Bowl next year. You got to watch out for one of these teams you might play. And if you're one of these teams, what are you willing to give for a guy who's got back problems and he's 35 years old? And he's making a lot of money. So it should be interesting. I'm interested to see how that goes.
Ryan, what say you? Where's Romo landing?
Nah.
Chicago.
Okay, well let's
Maybe the Jets, not Chicago.
let him
Chicago
make his
stinks.
pitch. Why Chicago?
Jets have 4 quarterbacks who I wouldn't start anywhere, and they're going to cut Cutler in Chicago.
Yeah, but Chicago's got nothing. Jerry Jones isn't doing that.
Does Matt Barkley stay in Chicago?
He grew up there.
Does Matt Barkley start for Chicago next year?
Well, he shouldn't. They should draft Deshaun Watson. If the Browns are dumb enough to not take him, they should take Deshaun Watson.
But I think Perry's 100%
They're
right.
taking
They're
Kyle
not
Associates.
giving this guy away. And what are you giving up for a 35-year-old guy who makes a lot of money, who has had career-threatening injuries? I mean, Perry's right. They're not going to give him away.
I do have a question for the panel.
If I was a Chiefs fan, though, I'd be like, yeah, let's get him. I'm done looking at Alex Smith play.
We've handled the Romo discussion, I think, pretty
Another
thoroughly.
question. Throw another question.
Johnny
out there.
Manziel wants to play football again. Does he play in the NFL next
In
year?
our last 2 minutes, we have Johnny Football.
Absolutely.
What say you, Steve?
Absolutely.
He's in the NFL next year.
I think somebody brings him in. Yeah, everybody gets second
He
chances.
makes the team
No way.
into the regular season.
I think he's got talent.
He's a backup, so obviously
He's got talent. Michael
he's-
Vick, did everything Michael Vick was going to come back in the league? I mean,
He's such a-
Michael
such
Vick
a
is such
distraction.
a different level.
I'm not
than
saying that. The
Manziel.
point is,
Right.
if Johnny Manziel, if his head's in the game,
Johnny
is
Manziel. Here's a
solid
question.
quarterback.
It's not
Here's a
even
question.
that quality.
You're a new team. Let's say you're one of
Did you think that when he was
you're one
coming
of
out of
the
college?
listen. If you're
He
one
was
of
not an
the
NFL quarterback.
I'd love to see Manziel. I'm a Manziel
No,
fan
but I'm
when
saying,
he's
did
playing
you
on
think
the
he
field.
didn't have NFL quality talent?
He's a
But
little small. He doesn't get to a second read that much. He lobbed it up to Evans a ton.
Our
Johnny
fearless
Football-
leader had something to say.
So,
You
Bruce,
both
I'm
cut
sorry.
him off.
I
That's okay.
apologize.
No, I'm going to throw it to Perry. I look at Manziel. Obviously, he had substance problems. He didn't know the playbook. He was able to do everything on improvising in college. NFL's a different place. Perry, what say you on Manziel?
I would never sign him. He is a distraction waiting to happen. You get no upside in bringing him in. He will never be a starter in this league. The only place I potentially see him landing is Dallas as the backup,
Right.
because I think Jerry Jones still has a kind of like
vibe.
affinity for him, and they have Dak, so they don't need him to start.
And he's a marketing.
I know.
And Jerry Jones can know
Yeah, I guess, but not like they need it. But the last thing I gotta say, because I don't think I'm gonna get a turn to talk again, is when you talk
That's very
badly
true.
about Hinkie, just remember, aside from landing us Joel and Ben, he also did get undrafted free agents like Robert Covington and T.J. McConnell, okay, and Rashawn Holmes in the second round. And he did recoup a first-round pick and Dario Saric for a stink bomb like Alfred Payton. So, give the guy some credit and open your eyes a little bit.
Taking him out to dinner.
Yeah.
So finally, I want to thank all the listeners here at Rover Sports. We are going to be running on Facebook Live, Rover Sports, Bruce Grossinger Facebook. The whole thing is there. Log on, like us, and share us. Thanks a lot. Good night and good sports.
Good show, guys.
Woo! That hour flew by, no?
It's amazing we said Dallas at the same time.
commercial.
I think Jerry
it's
Jones.
the only one that
I think-
makes sense.
No commercial.
I mean,
He's
if
from
Jerry would have
Texas.
drafted
He's still
his son.
So what did
It
we
makes
do?
sense.
Did we lose juice on the other camera? What happened there, Victor?
No storage.
No storage?
Yeah.
So all we had to do, in other words, next time we didn't go onto the disk space, so we're going to actually be running two.
The only people that are going to
We're
love that
running
are
two things.
Sixers people.
Oh, yeah.
All right, guys. I got another
Okay,
show.
we got another show coming.
Yeah, I got
We're going to wrap us up. Everybody, log on, like us,
You
share.
guys should be a first take group, Steve and Perry.
Hi.
Hey,